Defending against extortion charges in Wagoner County. What you need to know. Extortion charges are among the most serious white-collar and felony offenses prosecuted in Oklahoma. Although many people associate extortion with organized crime or dramatic movie plots, extortion charges can arise from everyday disputes involving money, property, business relationships, debts, family conflicts, and even electronic communications. What is extortion? Generally speaking, extortion involves obtaining or attempting to obtain money, property, services, or some other benefit through the use of threats, intimidation, or coercion. The alleged threat does not necessarily have to involve physical violence. In some situations, prosecutors may claim that a person threatened to expose information, damage someone's reputation, report certain conduct, interfere with business relationships, or cause financial harm unless demands were met. Because extortion laws cover a wide range of conduct, the facts of each case become extremely important. Extortion cases often arise from personal disputes. Many extortion investigations begin during heated disagreements. Common situations may involve business disputes, contract disagreements, debt collection efforts, family conflicts, employment disputes, property disagreements, and online communications. In some cases, a person believes they are merely demanding money they are legitimately owed, while prosecutors view the same conduct as an unlawful threat. Determining where lawful negotiation ends and criminal conduct begins is often a major issue in these cases. The state must prove a threat occurred. One of the most important elements in an extortion case is proving that a threat was actually made. The prosecution must often rely on text messages, emails, social media communications, recorded conversations, witness testimony, and written correspondence. Many cases involve conflicting accounts regarding what was said and what was intended. A statement that one person views as a threat may be interpreted very differently by another individual. Intent is frequently disputed. Like many criminal offenses, extortion generally requires proof of criminal intent. The state must typically prove that the accused intentionally used threats or coercion to obtain something of value. Simply making a demand or engaging in a heated argument does not automatically constitute extortion. For example, demanding repayment of a legitimate debt is generally not a crime by itself. The question often becomes whether unlawful threats were used to obtain compliance. Intent is often one of the most heavily contested issues in extortion prosecutions. Lack of criminal intent can be a defense. A common defense is to demonstrate that the accused lacked any intent to commit extortion. Misunderstandings, emotional conversations, poorly worded communications, and disputes over what was actually meant may create reasonable doubt regarding criminal intent. In some situations, the defense may argue that the communication was never intended as a threat, and that prosecutors have taken the statement out of context. Because written communications can be interpreted in multiple ways, context often becomes critical. The alleged threat may be ambiguous. Not every unpleasant statement qualifies as extortion. People frequently make statements during disagreements that are rude, emotional, or confrontational without committing a crime. The defense may challenge whether the alleged statement was sufficiently specific or threatening to satisfy the legal requirements of extortion. Vague comments, expressions of frustration, or statements lacking any genuine coercive element may not support a conviction. The precise wording used by the parties often becomes a central issue. Challenging witness credibility. Many extortion cases depend heavily on the testimony of the alleged victim. Witness credibility may become particularly important when no recording exists, communications are incomplete, messages are missing, the parties have a history of conflict, and financial interests are involved. A careful review of witness statements frequently reveals inconsistencies, omissions, or motives that affect credibility. In some cases, the outcome may depend largely upon which version of events the jury believes. Constitutional defenses may apply. Law enforcement officers must comply with constitutional requirements during criminal investigations. Potential issues may involve illegal searches, improper seizures of electronic devices, unlawful interrogations, violations of Miranda rights, and defective search warrants. If evidence was obtained unlawfully, the defense may seek to exclude that evidence from trial. These issues can become particularly important in cases involving phones, computers, emails, and text messages. The consequences of a conviction. An extortion conviction can carry serious consequences. Depending upon the circumstances, a defendant may face significant fines, probation, incarceration, restitution obligations, a permanent criminal record, professional licensing consequences, and damage to personal and business reputations. Because extortion allegations often involve claims of dishonesty and coercion, the collateral consequences of a conviction can be substantial. Wagoner criminal defense attorneys. Extortion investigations frequently begin before formal charges are filed. During that time, law enforcement may be collecting communications, interviewing witnesses, and building a case. Because extortion cases often depend upon intent, context, and the interpretation of communications, obtaining experienced criminal defense counsel as early as possible can be one of the most important steps you take to protect your future. For a free consultation with a criminal defense attorney at Kania Law, Wagoner Attorneys, call 918-283-7394